nó này giờ lúc cho liền thì cậu chi trong phản nên cậu ý nè để ta tạo tôi một số ít hoạt chờ lấy sổ nó đó giả để là sổ thì ưu tiên là số giả nhớ đồ hồ nào thì chỉ phải chịu tạo tôi chọn nó còn để chơi nữa nó rồi cô cơn cậu nhau có hội lúa tờ chùa nè nên sẽ giờ có chùa dùng cô nhau có sổ rồi nhau lúa tờ chùa nó mà để được có tàu rồi cái chúng chùa sẽ dùng đi chả nó nè đây là sổ đó tụi này sổ chỉ cho lời tí xí thế ừ chúng ta tạo ra cái tôi xuân được là phát chờ lấy che nắng che đàn là sổ nắng giống cô cường cô cái gì lấy che thế rồi cái gì phải bùng che nắng này rồi nè lấy cái che đỡ nè cái gì phải che thế rồi ô nàng chống cứ rung cô cơ cho nên này nó chỉ xí to thế rồi chỉ bố chạy sắp rồi cho nên này nó sẽ để cho lên nó chỉ một hạt tư liệu có xe này thì luôn là có xe này để tiêu hoàn đời nhớ tiêu hoàn đời thế này chỉ một hạt tư liệu giờ bây giờ này mà xe đi là muốn nó tên để hoàn đời tàu cái nó chỉ chế đó chỉ chế dùng câu cơ cổ lúc nào nó chỉnh run chua tại do chỉ lọt cho nó chỉ từ lia tiền run chua chỉ xé rồi cho lia nè cho tổng đây tạo tiền này từ lia tiền chua thế dùng câu thịt tiền cho chỉ chế nó nè là cá tôm màng cá trong thì uống xíu dùng câu cơ nên là nhớ rồi họ nó chỉ ít bia sổ nó chỉ bia một số đại là sổ một xe này đâu thế nào thế cho tí nào là đúng cô cười đi thế nào thế con tàu giả nó nào bé mùa xìa thế nào mà đúng cô cứ một chọn tông rồi đúng cô thật rồi chọn tông này tông của điểm lên nè rồi cô thật rồi cái trong mà nhưng nó chả chỉ cú nữa rồi giao hồn luôn này khó chơi nó chỉ là ít khó chơi và lấy sổ giờ đại là sổ nó nành nó chia tê nó muốn đâu giả nữa thế chỉ bé trẻ một số đâu nào trong cô cứ xe chưa cho nên mà lấy nhóc kia trong tại lúc ta chùa rong cô có sổ rồi nữa có sổ ở trong có bọn đi chế nó mà lấy ô tô rong thế rồi một thế trong chùa rong câu thể nhau có biểu rồi thế nó mà trong có cường cổ nữa rồi gió chùa trong có cường cổ cho nó mà chỉ tới cho chỉ lo lo rong có thể rồi cho nó giờ chỉ ăn chỉ nữa nó chỉ ta chỉ nó bé một trọn đây là sầu nữa cái chơi lúc xe hồ ly nó mù nữa cái bé chuyện ta tỏ lo nhon rồi lại đồ nó
And we're very, very honored to be a part of this iconic Jurassic franchise, which I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. So again, folks, a lot to see, and don't worry, throughout this tour, with these really majestical view shots, I've been making sure that we're Jurassic World. Now, raise your hands, how many of you seen this movie, Jurassic World? The first Jurassic World film. Okay, perfect. Now, Jurassic World, folks, most of the movie, the first Jurassic World film that came out in 2015, most of that film was shot right here on our ranch property.
thế này hàn trọ chứ hàn trọ học bỏ cao nhiêu mà nó râu thế nó cho nó chị 杯是的。
啊。để xin phép khách người làm chuyện ăn người là cái nữa con là con hồi đó nhìn thầy tôi hỗ trợ lái xe thế nào.
All right, folks. How's the ride? Okay?
Yes.
All right. Well, again, folks, this is our first stop that we're going to be taking here on our tour. If you look carefully here at the sign on our left-hand side, anyone recognize this filming location spot by looking at this sign? This is what was constructed when they were shooting Jurassic World here on our property. They constructed a large helicopter pad. Folks, I'm going to show you guys these clips real quick. Alright guys, we're going to do this at most of our stuff. Right here and explain to you guys. You guys see this?
Yes.
That's the view right here.
Beautiful.
Now this is what Hollywood did to make this scene come to life, okay? You see the body of there? That's not the ocean, that's the fish pond.
Yeah.
Okay? So you know what dinosaur was in there, right? The large aquatic one that jumps up and eats the shark, that's the Mosasaurus. That's in the fish pond. Yes, it's from the fish pond. Now, we don't get to see the beautiful bay area in the background, but we do see our mountaintops. So what did the filmmakers do? They grabbed our mountains, placed it behind the fish pond, added all the CGI with the infrastructure. You got yourself Jurassic World. This is it right here. Now you guys can actually see as it lands closer, okay, the helicopter pad again with right here, you see the road? Helicopter pad just went right over alongside at the edge, yeah? In fact, let me pause it right here real quick. Right there. You guys see that?
Yeah.
That's the trees right here.
Oh my God.
And if you step past by the sign, you can even see the mountain in the background as well.
Right.
Okay, when I let you guys out, you guys can see that.
Okay.
So you know, it's all right here. There's our viewpoint here, folks. Alright. We'll pause here for a moment. Let me just share with you guys a couple of things about this area that we see. So again, down below us is our fish pond. And like what I mentioned earlier with you folks before, the fish pond was used for that large aquatic dinosaur, the Mosasaurus, that we see in the Jurassic World film. But there was another particular scene from Jurassic World that also features our fish pond in its natural form, in fact. And this scene, I'll share with you guys a picture later on at our next stop, in fact. But this scene is referred to as Owen's trailer home. So in the movie, we have Owen, played by Chris Pratt, the main character. He is visited by Claire, the other main character in the film, played by Bryce Dallas Howard. And Claire is inviting Owen to go and join like the helicopter pad set that we were just at moments ago. Both of these sets were immediately taken apart after the production was done here at Kualoa. These sets aren't built to last long, okay? And I say that because they use the cheapest material that they can find to construct these very large filming sets. Now, knowing that Jurassic World was shot here back in 2013, it's been over 6 years now since the release of the film. And let me tell you guys, it's really remarkable how long this set has lasted us. Okay, and in fact, throughout the years, we've even had there were some instances where we had to reconstruct several parts because it was falling apart. Okay, so let me play some music for you guys here to set us in the mood. All right, here we go.
Chớ ra này bỏ chớ gì nữa để tới chụp lo. Nó thổi mà lại quay lươn một vị tài năng sổ của nó.
Alright everyone, so this is the infamous Indominus Rex paddock. Now this is where they held that hybrid dinosaur that they created for the theme park that caused havoc as it escaped. And so this is again one of our largest sets that we have left from any type of filming production here in our ranch.
Wire, plywood, and styrofoam.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know why styrofoam? Why? You guys remember the gratify?
Nó rất ôm một vị thế nào hay chịu trong con ta. Mỗi cho nên không hoa trổ.
Okay. Now the cages, go and explore. You guys can feel free to go inside. This is the Stegosaurus cage back there. You guys can go inside. This small one is for Blue, the Velociraptor. Yeah. And then the other large one here is for the T-Rex. If you guys want to when you guys are ready, I'm gonna help you guys over here at the wall. But we can rotate. You guys can feel free to
Nó
roll
chỉ là mất
around.
đại năng sổ cho hỗ
And
trợ
then
đại
we'll
năng
take
sổ
pictures
qua
here.
chế.
After we're done taking pictures here,
Here,
we'll
so-
go upstairs. Now when we go upstairs, this is where we're gonna wear our masks. Okay, when we go upstairs, because we're gonna be in
Có chơi là một vị đại năng sổ nữa, chỉ lúc nào giờ lúc là muốn đại năng sổ cơ đồ hôn nó. Nếu muốn đại năng sổ cơ đồ hôn nó chỉ nó sẽ là trên nó nè. Ôi giờ. Nó cho lớp đại năng sổ đồ ta chỉ có sẽ chỉ dùng tiền ta đấy. Cho nó nếu mà đại năng sổ này nó ô cỡ luôn rồi này cho sao?
Có tôi nói tôi lúc này lúc cưới tôi nhiều đây.
Cưới đây mà. 带那送也好了，这样地嘛，我搞路个叫嘛。
This is the blue dinosaur cage. Blue dinosaur's cage.
有啦，我叫到带那送，叫还发出来弄的叫是。
Đâu có ở chưa?
Có chờ là ô tô một vị đại là sổ nữa, nó khó đó nữa, chỉ là cơ cho đại là sổ đồ nó.
And look straight up at the top. Good. 1, 2, and 2. Perfect. Okay, now turn around. I know the answer to your question, so ask away, okay? So again, this is the fish pond. Now we don't see the stadium stands here because this was filmed at another place. Anyone want to try and guess? Not Aloha Stadium. It was actually not here in Hawaii. SeaWorld. San Diego. So when you click San Diego SeaWorld and you get Aloha, you get the dinosaur exhibit, okay? You get the Mosasaurus. Because that's SeaWorld with our fish pond. Isn't that interesting? And that's what the production like to do. They like to mix and match the areas. Now another thing I want to share with you guys before we leave here is that how the production was able to incorporate and showcase dinosaurs.
Alright, good. So, in front of us, this is one of the many areas that was used in Jurassic World, again, same film, that was featured as the gyrosphere. You remember that glass ball activity that you see throughout the movie? This is one of the many areas that was used for those shots. Okay? Now with these gyrosphere, the glass ball activity, you do see the backdrop of our mountain tops, okay, in the film. Other things that you will notice as well are these large canopy trees that we have growing around our property. Now these trees here, these are monkey pod trees. They're originally from South America, but we planted a bunch of them here on our property to help provide shade for our cattle. Yeah, because as you can see underneath these trees, can provide a lot of shade, and our cows love it. But also, in this tracks would only enable them to move forward and back and side to side. But to help them maneuver much more smoothly out in these open pastures, these gyrosphere props were attached behind a dune buggy. It was like another small ATV vehicle. And that helped them to maneuver up and down these hills and also at a much faster speed. Yeah? And so that's what we had here specifically at this area. Now they shot a total of 12 different areas for this gyrosphere scene. In fact, there is another filming location spot for this glass ball that we'll get to later on in our tour, and that's on the opposite side of this mountain in our North Valley. Okay, so right now that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be making our way towards our North Valley of Ka'ahama. Now in the meantime, folks, this is going to be the longest break time that we'll have from particularly because after we're done at this stop, I'm going to take you guys into our North Valley, and we're going to be passing by a ton of these other filming locations along the way. I'll put them out to you folks, okay? Now, as a friendly reminder, folks, as you guys enter inside Battery Cooper, please make sure you have your face mask with you, okay? Because again, we are going in an indoor environment. Make sure you have your face.
American propaganda, very fine, right here.
ta chỉ nói chỉ bên cam rồi lúc họ trộn lúc họ trộn bắt thấu à rồi tung cổ rồi ô cho xí tuổi thế nên nóจะโม่มีเดียนตรงนั้นต้องใช้ใช่
1836. It's in your ticket down.
1836 Fort chỉ tàu dù bèo
Cô chỉ thôi mình chưa?
à
Cô chỉ rồi.
nhưng mà ý tiên là có này nên đo không được con nữa
That was just for the TV show Lost.
đó
Yeah, you can go inside if you want to.
inside there
Yeah. Go check it out.
whoa one is here
You guys can go inside. You want to go inside?
Ngồi đấy.
Yeah. And I can help you all take a big group photo.
Valley of ours, our North Valley, and I want to share with you guys our next stops are going to be areas that were used for Jurassic World 2 Fallen Kingdom. Okay? Now along the way we will be passing by multiple filming location spots. We'll see different signs. So like what you see here on the left, you guys see here? This is a Netflix movie that came out in 2019 called Triple Frontier. Anyone seen this one with Ben Affleck, Triple Frontier? Okay, if you haven't seen it, don't worry. Just look at this picture. It looks like they're high up top of the mountains in a steep cliff. This is the steep cliff. This is it right here. Yeah, that's Hollywood, and you can see they constructed it from this exposed part. Yeah, so that's Hollywood for you. But they did a really good job trying to replicate the mountaintops here with the actual mountain up above. So that was for Triple Frontier. Again, that was the Netflix movie. Dangerous steep slopes, the of the jungle. Yeah, so they filmed a couple of scenes out here. In fact, they brought in several exotic animals to be used on set in different scenes. This one in particular, the shot that they, the scene that they shot here, they had an elephant. This is where you see the couple, George and Ursula, ride an elephant into the jungle. And you see the sign up here on our right. George of the Jungle. Our next filming location spot we'll be passing by is for a popular TV show. This TV series first started in the early 2000s, and it grew. In fact, there's 7 seasons in total. This is the TV show Lost. How many of you are familiar with the TV show Lost? Yeah? So Lost was another big production for us, and I say that because each season they would come out and film multiple scenes. The bunker, our Battery Cooper where we were just at, was used and featured in different bunker sites. The fish pond that we saw earlier with the Mosasaurus, that was all used for the submarine scenes, and you probably saw the submarine prop that was used in those scenes. In Broderick. This area, this filming location spot, is supposed to be a small village in Panama where Godzilla tramples through. And if you look carefully, you can see 2 of Godzilla's footprints. Large footprints here. You see one right here and one at the top of the hill. Now, when they were shooting this scene, the footprints were actually much deeper in size. They got filled in afterwards because the cows kept falling in. But we're still very happy that we can showcase them today. And we also have our horseback riders here. But behind our horseback riders is another filming location spot. This is for a 2017 romantic comedy film with Zac Efron and Anna Kendrick. This is Mike and Dave Needs Wedding Dates. How many are familiar with this one, Mike and Dave? Yeah. So this is where you have the 2 brothers. They come here to Hawaii to attend their sister's wedding. And in this particular scene, one of the brothers actually gets taunted to perform a trick jump off of this hill. And that's where you see the props up there. It's supposed to be a huge battle scene that we see in the film. This movie is based on true events that occurs during World War II. It is rated R because of the bloodshed, but it was a super dramatic scene that was shot here because they had aircraft flying in. It was a huge production. In fact, this was one of the first, it was the first and last production that we gave allowance to use actual explosive devices on set. Yeah. Within this area, we have the Netflix film I mentioned earlier, Triple Frontier with Ben Affleck. This is supposed to be a small South American village where it's erupt. You see this mountain peak in front of us? That's one of the volcanoes that erupts in the film. But it's not the main one. I'm going to share with you guys the main volcano in just a moment, okay? Now, what makes this tour unique and different from all the other tours, again, we are the Jurassic Tour. And as your guide, I want to give you folks the most authentic Jurassic experience as possible. So with that being said, we are not going to be stopping at a particular area, but don't worry because it's fake. Okay? The reason I say that is it wasn't used in the movie, and I got proof. I'm going to show it to you guys on the iPad. It looks real. It looks like it was a filming location spot, but it's not. And I'll explain a little bit more. And I'm actually kind of sad as to why they put it particularly at this spot, because it distracts from the actual scene itself that occurs right here. So I'm going to pause here for a moment. I'll explain and share with you guys, and we'll watch it on the iPad before we continue on here, okay? But don't feel like you guys are missing out on anything, okay? All that we did so far really was the most authentic experience. And I say that because the props that you see here, too, not even used in the film, okay? We saw and took pictures with the real things, okay? So let me show yourself in the film, explain it a little bit, okay? This is kind of behind the scenes, all right? But this is this area right here.
We narrowly escaped the baryonyx.
So that's the director. See where they're at right now? That's the top bunker, not the one down here. That's the one up top. But you guys remember that? That's all the way up there. That's the mountain. This is the volcano. That's the hill.
Oh my.
That's it. And they're running down this hill. That's the hill.
This
This is the hill.
It's still running.
They're still running.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Can we go?
Really nice. Woo. All right. Now, for this dramatic heading to through these gates here in front of us. Okay. So, remember the red and white tower, because with this entrance scene, they wanted to seem like they were exiting out of the same exact bunker that they initially entered into. Okay. So we're gonna head over there right now and spend some time there, and then we can also do a dino feature there at that stop. Okay. So just wait for me for a moment. I'm gonna have to close, and I gotta open and close this so that way our cows don't escape. All right. Hold on.
Kể nào mà hay thiếu.
Nó cho mũi là con cho thế nào rồi mà nó chờ đây nó lo.
Cái mua nhau nó nặng. Nó lại không một lá kể dễ tôi chạy luôn luôn cho luôn phải là chè cái luôn.
Rồi nó chết trong cho đây rồi đi đâu ta lấy cho nó chết.
Tôi nói cho lúa nó cơ dinosaur emแต่ว่าเขาโมเบียให้หรอ dinosaur มาว่าให้ชิให้งูตัวหรือ
Under construction, because it is plywood and styrofoam. Okay. But it's the actual set here. The movie, the cameraman is inside here, and what you see is the background. You guys ready for this? Yeah. Okay, you gotta come inside and show you guys this picture, and then I can help you guys take the same exact picture, okay?
Cái cọc bỏ nó phải tốt đó. Nó tổng lên này cọc bỏ nó nè.
thì nó
Đó đi, đó bể. Không không là bể cái tổng đó. Nó dù không còn những trăm bể lòi cái tổng đó. Không phải đâu đó. Thay là tay trước rồi. Đấy rồi.
đã tôi
Okay, you guys ready?
ta phải một xe khỏi chờ lại qua dinosaur nữa sau đây mà tôi khỏi chờ nó mà trong cưng cầu liêu lại qua lưng một vị mà hay li hay xứ hay tia liêu hay chập lời đi ôi cái chơi nói mà tôi bỏ
Be sure to get the panoramic shots. Nice, yeah? All the way here. This is it right here, the dinosaur scene.
to nữa cả nó
tôi trong hộp bể mà trong cô thiếu trong hộp bể mà trong cô chụp lời đi chứ để nói với luôn trong Hawaii nữa ta xì mà cái tôi chuột họ chơi ở lỡ ở cáiตัวเตาลีออสมองเตาเลยใจรู้ๆแต่ตัวหมูสวดตัดtrong hộp bểจะติดเชื้อเลยอมวิ
Jump in.
Sao hạt tiền được gọi nữa mỗi vị nó trong đi trả chỉ lên trong đi nó ta chỉ có sai hồ một vị mà hai tiền liêu thế lớn tới cái kênh luôn à
cho như họ để cái tu kia lòng cổ lúc nào họ phun đông
phải chơi
Right there, you see that mountain? That's right there. So that's how you know it was here and not on Kauai. It's right here, yeah. You see how distinct that part is right there? Yeah.
con tổng nói lúa đấy lên này này sỏi cho nên chỉ tôi kia lần cậu ấy ít tuần cậu cái trái tuần cậu phát sẽ chơi này ạ
I'm not gonna do a dinosaur picture here. Instead, I'm gonna do a dinosaur video.
mấy ông gì đó
The video.